Welcome back. Now, the water crisis in parts of Durban is being taken care of. That's the word from eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda, who gave an update earlier today. It followed a sewage leak that has been reported in the Umlazi River south of Durban. Durban residents have been battling with contaminated water since the April floods. Let's go to senior reporter Dasen Thathiah, who's been watching those developments. He joins us now live. Dasen, behind you, I'm seeing scenes that remind me of what happened back in April. But what's the mayor saying? Any update on this sewage leak?
Maseko, as you've rightfully said, there are a number of water-related issues in eThekwini, all of these after the floods. But we can't blame the floods alone for where we find ourselves, because the mayor himself has admitted that some of this was due to the aging infrastructure that the city was already grappling with, and that was just exacerbated by the flood. So let's start with where I am now. This is the Otongati waterworks that you're seeing behind me. You're correct in saying that this is what those April floods looked like in the aftermath. So this was badly damaged, and as a result, you know that residents in the Tongaat area and its surrounds were struggling with water for the longest time. In fact, even now there are areas that still have an intermittent water supply. So I guess let's start with the good news. This plant is now being recommissioned, and that initial phase of testing and getting all of the necessary work done to get the water flowing through taps, that's taking place between the 27th of October and the 1st of November. And during that phase, that will ultimately lead up to a resumption of services in Tongaat. But that's only half of the problem. You mentioned the sewage issue as well. That is a big one. You would have seen that there are a number of videos that have been circulating showing how the various beaches and rivers are being contaminated, most of it by sewage. Those videos circulating and obviously causing a lot of concern. We did have an opportunity to engage with the mayor Mxolisi Kaunda today about that. We asked him what the city is doing and whether the city is moving fast enough to resolve those issues. Remember, they've also been threatened with legal action. Parties like Action SA said that they'll take the city to court if that problem is not sorted out. The word from the mayor is that they are working on two of the bigger problems. There are two pump stations in the south. Those are the ones affecting Amanzimtoti. He says that work is almost completed. They're also attending to Uhlanga in the north. Let's listen to what he had to say about this problem of the overflowing sewage.
In our previous engagements, we have indicated that while floods have caused extensive damage to our sanitation infrastructure, vandalism has also been at the center of the failure of some wastewater pump stations. For instance, 33 of our pump stations have been vandalized to date, resulting in the pollution of our rivers and beaches. Of course, the issue of the aging infrastructure is still there. We are pleased that great progress is being made as our teams are working around the clock to repair this infrastructure and prevent the overflowing of sewage. In south of Durban, we are finalizing repairs of our two pump stations, which are affecting Amanzimtoti beach. The contractor is currently on site, and we plan to complete this work in the next few weeks.
And of course, Dasen, the other concern would be about the quality of water in the city of eThekwini. Did he say anything about that?
Definitely. That's also another issue that residents are worrying about. There were concerns that the water coming out of taps may have been contaminated as a result of all of this. The municipality says that it is constantly testing this water, and they say that as a result of that, they can say for now that the tap water is safe. Just recently there was an issue, there was some controversy, which the city has now denied, that an international rugby team, the players fell sick as a result of drinking that water. The city says that that is rubbish, that in fact did not happen. It wasn't as a result of the drinking water. They've confirmed this. They've done testing at the hotels where these rugby players were staying, and they can confirm that there was nothing wrong with the water and that it in fact may have been a bug that affected them. But by and large, the municipality is telling us that this is a process that they continue to check, or rather this is the quality that they continue to check as they do with this kind of testing. Let's listen to what the mayor had to say to us about that drinking water issue.
We have noted with concern the misinformation on various media platforms that South African rugby matches have been postponed due to 2 cases of gastrointestinal infections caused by our water. Our team of experts are constantly monitoring water to ensure that it is safe for consumption in line with international standards. These experts were able to obtain water samples from the Pearls Hotel to conduct water quality testing. The Beverly Hills Hotel management assured us that the hotel is doing its water quality monitoring and that their water is also safe. Additional samples were taken at the reservoirs supplying the Umhlanga area and Moses Mabhida Stadium, which is adjacent to the Growth Point Rugby Stadium. All the samples complied with the potable water standard, and there was no indication that the sickness was linked to our water quality.